Germany's desperate attempt to shut down Tesla and Elon Musk. Welcome to Tech Region, my people. Today we are talking about Tesla and Germany's desperate attempts to shut down. The company had hit its stride in November 2019 when Elon Musk announced a massive electric car plant in Germany, the heart of European auto manufacturing. His Silicon Valley company was riding a booming share price, fueled by the start of a string of quarterly profits, and more importantly, its Shanghai Gigafactory was coming together at an astonishing pace. Below are Germany's desperate attempts to shut down Tesla and Elon Musk. It was about to begin making Model 3s just 11 months after the groundbreaking. Emboldened by that success and cash from an emissions credit sales deal with Fiat Chrysler to fund it, the carmaker's billionaire CEOs and co-founder aimed to replicate it in leafy Grunewald, Germany, site of the future $4.9 billion, €4 billion plant 24 miles east of Berlin. Giga Berlin will come together at an impossible seeming speed. Musk tweeted in July 2020, "It hasn't worked out that way." Physical construction was nearing completion. Physical construction is nearing completion, but the plant may not start making Model Is until 2022. Months after an initial target of July 1 or even later, pending environmental approval from the state of Brandenburg. Tesla has had a much harder road than Musk envisioned. The company had to remove unexploded World War II shells at the site. It's faced stiff opposition from environmentalists over chopping down hundreds of acres of trees, the plant's voracious water needs, and the disruption of bat and animal habitats. The plant is being eyed for organization by IG Metall, Germany's biggest labor union. The project is also under scrutiny for a possible violation of labor laws during construction and may be fined for installing sewer pipes without permission. The project might be unfolding. Although things looked good regarding the Tesla facility up to a few weeks ago, a different reality can lie behind a facade, says Matthias Schmidt, an independent auto analyst based in Berlin. He sees the project unfolding much like the capital city's new airport, which was built quickly but saw its opening delayed nearly a decade as it struggled to win final approval to operate from German authorities. This mustn't be a carbon copy situation for Tesla, which is located just a stone's throw from the new airport that eventually came into service last year, Schmidt says. It just goes to highlight that things aren't easy in bureaucratic-held Germany. Delays fulfilling Musk's quest to tap the lucrative European market complicate the electric car impresario's efforts to stay ahead. Delays fulfilling Musk's quest to tap the lucrative European market complicate the electric car impresario's efforts to stay ahead of mounting competition in battery-powered vehicles, especially from German automakers like Volkswagen, Daimler, and BMW. Tesla may be the world's most valuable carmaker, but it's far from the biggest, having just a fraction of the production capacity of German, US, Japanese, and Korean auto giants, delivering just under 500,000 vehicles last year versus VW 9.3 million. And while the company's plant in China was a critical addition to its longtime production base in Fremont, California, Tesla can't meet Musk's long-held goal of producing millions of electric vehicles annually without Giga Berlin and a second U.S. auto assembly plant under construction near Austin, Texas. It just goes to highlight that things aren't easy in bureaucratic-held Germany. Coming off the incredibly fast build of the Shanghai factory, they might have miscalculated how quickly they could get Berlin up and running, perhaps not fully accounting for the significant differences in regulatory and environmental standards, says Garrett Nelson, senior equity analyst at CFRA Research. Construction also happened amid logistical and supply chain headaches related to the COVID-19 pandemic, he says. Tesla is doing everything possible to stay on track with its guidance, but the reality is that first production could be delayed until early 2022. The company hasn't confirmed reports that Musk agreed to a 6-month delay for the plant a few days after reassuring investors and analysts on Tesla's April 26 results call that both Texas and Berlin are progressing well. Germany's role as a global auto powerhouse. Germany's role as a global auto powerhouse, with its strong parts supply base and reputation for high-quality engineering, lured Musk over other countries he eyed as sites for Tesla's European plant. He considered the UK, but uncertainties related to Brexit ultimately proved too big a gamble. Aside from selling vehicles in Germany, Tesla planted its flag there in 2016 with the acquisition of Grohmann Engineering, rebranded Tesla Grohmann Automation. The chance to square off against the country's auto giants, which are also now aggressively focused on closing the electric vehicle gap with Tesla, on their home turf added to its appeal. For Economics Minister Peter Altmaier, Tesla's decision to build a highly modern factory for electric cars in Germany is further proof of the attractiveness of Germany as an automotive manufacturing base. He said when the project was announced in 2019, environmentalists temporarily blocked tree-cutting operations. Environmentalists temporarily blocked tree-cutting operations in early 2020, but Tesla won court approval, initially to remove 92 hectares of trees, and then 82.8 hectares more. Musk downplayed the quality of the trees he cut down, tweeting in January 2020 that this is not a natural forest. It was planted for use as cardboard, and only a small part will be used for the Berlin Gigafactory. The company has also pledged to plant 3 times as many trees as it cut down. Those scientists generally warn that planting new trees is not as effective as a carbon capture strategy as maintaining existing ones. Local environmental groups were also concerned about the disruption deforestation would cause to animals inhabiting the forest. Site preparation in Grunhade included relocating bats and ants living in the forest and removal of 7 unexploded bombs dropped by the US during World War II. Conclusion: while the town's leaders might be rooting for the factory, plenty of others are not. The plant occupies a space between the A10 highway and Fenchluis railway station, but it's also a few miles from the Locknitzdal Nature Reserve that's had protected status since 1984 and been registered as a Fauna-Flora Habitat Area (FFH) since 1998. Thank you all for watching this video.